Good evening. Our current president, William Jones, could not be here tonight. He has an away game against Grafton for lacrosse, so good luck to him in the lacrosse team. Principal Lucas, Tech Principal Mr. Wood, Assistant Principals Mr. Dobrovolsky and Ms. Joseph, National Honor Society Advisor Mr. Jefferson, Keynote Speaker Mr. Bruce Tranter, students, parents, family, and friends. Welcome to the 2018 National Honor Society induction ceremony. I want to start by congratulating all of our new inductees. Becoming a member of the NHS is a significant accomplishment. I also want to thank the inductees' parents, families, and friends for being here tonight in support of this achievement. Before I turn over the microphone to our guest speakers, I'd like to mention a few things about the National Honor Society. To become a member of the NHS, you need to be a good student. However, membership in this organization entails much more than that. Community service, leadership, and character are integral parts of the National Honor Society. With this in mind, please remember that the time is now for you to step up as leaders in the school and community. A large part of this could be accomplished by participating actively in the National Honor Society. Now, without further ado, it is my honor to introduce our principal, Mr. Michael Lucas.
Thank you, Joe. Welcome, parents, families, Tantasqua. Students, this is a great accomplishment for you. We are very proud of you. To do this at a school that has such challenging classes, coursework, teachers, and a lot of rigor in your classes is a truly great achievement, and we are very proud of you. Congratulations to the families. This certainly does not happen by itself, rarely does it. It takes a family supporting students. We offer great programs at Tantasqua. We feel very fortunate to be here at a school like this, to work with the people we do, but it takes parents at home supporting and making an education a priority for this to happen. Students, can we give your families a hand right now? Thank them. You will hear a lot of great quotes today, so I will not give you one. You don't want to listen to me. E-Board, you did a fantastic job. Congratulations. We will miss you. We have no doubt you have great things ahead of you. Big shoes to fill for the next E-Board, but we have a great group coming in. Very proud of them also. It's going to be a challenge for you students. The students getting inducted tonight, you are agreeing to hold yourself to a higher standard, academically, behaviorally, and your commitment to your school. We have great expectations for you. We want you to be our academic leaders in the classrooms and in the hallways. Our admin team here is looking forward to working with you to make our school better. We want to get better every year, and that doesn't happen without our NHS kids. It is up to you to set that tone in our classroom, our hallways, and we know you will follow through with that. My challenge to you, as the words are said so often tonight, as I give this light to you, so may you give this light to others, is to think about how in your math class, your history class, your science lab, your tech shop, how can you give that light to kids that are not in NHS, to learn to be curious learners, to have that passion for more insight, to go home and work hard and come back the next day and be ready for the challenges and rigor of your classes. To take harder classes than might be possible for you at the time, to challenge yourselves with more rigor. How do you share that with your peers who might not be in NHS? That is one of your challenges that you are accepting tonight when you pass that candle. Before we continue, we're very proud of our students. We'd like to take a quick moment to thank Mr. Bob Jefferson, who has done NHS for many years now. Bob, can you come up here for a second? Just want to do a special thank you. Let's give him a hand. Great advice. Don't worry, there's no magic tricks. This is going to be really easy. Bob is an adventurer, has gone to South Dakota for years, can often be found finding road pizza and dissecting in his labs and his classes. Loves animals, loves science, has a great passion. It's one of the reasons he's been a great teacher for so many years. So we got him a gift. This is a super waterproof, multi-layered rain jacket that he can wear when he's out tornado hunting and storm chasing wild bears in South Dakota, and a winter hat. Bob, thank you. All right, thank you, Bob. Thanks for all your hard work. It was great working with you all these years. Bob will be retiring this summer and traveling around the world. Students, once again, take on the commitment. We know you can do it. We're here to help support you. Your families obviously support you. Congratulations. Enjoy the evening. This is the beginning of a great high school academic career for all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Lucas. Now I'd like to introduce our National Honor Society advisor, Mr. Robert Jefferson.
Well, as Mr. Lucas just told you, I'm retiring this year, so this is my last year as National Honor Society advisor. And I would really like to take a moment to give a big round of applause to the outgoing executive board. Would you guys stand, please? They've done a great job. And I'd also like to thank all my administrators, because I can be difficult to deal with at times, and they've done a really great job. So thank you guys very much. National Honor Society is really based about service. It's one of our most outstanding pillars. And over the years that I've been the National Honor Society advisor, we've done a lot of service projects that I'd like to just point out for a few moments. Every year we do the annual food drive at Thanksgiving. And last year we were able to help out 38 families in our school district and still donate additional food to local food pantries. It was just wonderful. And also, we conducted a children's book drive where we collected over 3,000 books for children in grades 1 through 6 that we donated to local schools, shelters, and even UMass Memorial Hospital. We collected a coat drive where we collected over 500 coats that were donated to area shelters. We held a drive where we collected items that servicemen and women would need, and we shipped them overseas to various sites. And of course, at Christmas, we conduct a children's toy drive. I'm very proud of our students for conducting these activities and being so successful, because I feel it's one of the most important things that they learn as being members of National Honor Society is giving back to the community, and I'm very proud of them for that. And also, in addition, this year, we were afforded the opportunity to take over the Rec Soccer League concessions in September and October, and my e-board did a great job doing that. And with the money that we collected for doing that, we were able to raise our 2 National Honor Society scholarships from $500 to $750. So we're doing that for the first time this year. I would also like to take a moment to recognize the person who is going to be taking my place, Ms. Kristen Peace. Kristen, wherever you are, could you stand up and just let everybody see you? There you are. Kristen is also a science teacher, so this will smooth the transition. I won't be around a lot. I'm going to be doing a lot of traveling, but I'll make sure she knows everything that's going on. And lastly, I would like to thank all the new inductees. And I would like you to maintain what you say tonight, that you're accepting all these pillars of the National Honor Society and adhere to them and stick with them. They are very important. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Jefferson. Finally, it is my pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker, Mr. Bruce Tranter, who will deliver tonight's keynote address.
Thank you, Joe. Welcome to parents, students, teachers, administrators, and dear friends. Congratulations to the candidates. You look so nice tonight. I don't get to see you dressed up very often. We are here to recognize and celebrate these students who have met the requirements for induction into the NHS. They have exemplified the core values of truth, honesty, integrity, and respect. Additionally, they pledge to honor the 4 guiding principles of the NHS: service to the community, promote leadership, enthusiasm for scholarship, and strong character development. I want to share with you an inspiring work created and published in 1927 by Max Ehrmann that embodies all of these values and a few more to live by. Remember these words in your personal, academic, and professional lives. It's called Desiderata. Go placidly amid the noise and haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence. As far as possible, be on good terms with all persons. Speak your truth quietly and clearly. Listen to others, even the dull and ignorant, for they too have their story. Avoid loud and aggressive persons. for they are vexations to the spirit. If you compare yourself with others, you may become vain and bitter, for there will always be greater and lesser persons than yourself. Enjoy your achievements as well as your plans. Learn from your mistakes. Keep interested in your own career, however humble, for it is a real possession in the changing fortunes of time. Exercise caution in your business affairs, for the world is full of trickery. But do not let this blind you to what virtue there is around you. Many people strive for high ideals, and everywhere the world is full of heroism. Be yourself, especially do not feign affection. Neither be cynical about love, for in the face of all aridity and in disenchantment, it is perennial as the grass. Take kindly to the counsel of the years, gracefully surrendering the things of your youth. Nurture the strength of spirit to shield you in sudden misfortune, but do not distress yourself with imaginings. Beyond a wholesome discipline, be gentle with yourself. You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. And whether or not it is clear to you, there is no doubt the universe is unfolding as it should. Therefore, be at peace with God, whatever you conceive him to be. And whatever your labors and aspirations in the noisy confusion of life, keep peace with your soul. With all of its sham, drudgery, and broken dreams, it is still a beautiful world. Be careful. Strive to be happy. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Tranter. Please join me once again in thanking all of our wonderful speakers. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce the current NHS Executive Board, who will speak to you about the cornerstones of National Honor Society: service, commitment, integrity, scholarship, and leadership. They will explain that each component of the NHS is of equal importance. So to begin, I would like to introduce our NHS parliamentarian, Jillian Jazabski.
Good evening, everyone. As Joe pointed out, my name is Jillian Jazabski, and I will be speaking about National Honor Society's Pillar of Service. Now, all of you are being inducted because you displayed good character, scholarship, leadership skills, and dedication to service. Some of you may view community service as an obligation to receive credit for outside school clubs and activities, and as a way to seem like a good person. However, that is not the case. Although there is no concrete definition, I believe that service can be defined as one acting on their own free will to complete a task in order to better the community. Service takes a lot of dedication and self-sacrifice, which you all have clearly demonstrated. Now I stand before you and encourage you to continue down this path of good service. You are all entering a new chapter in your high school careers as new inductees and will face new and sometimes difficult challenges. I implore you, as the face of National Honor Society, to continue to display your good nature and commitment to service. When it comes time for you to graduate, you will be thankful for the service that you have provided to our school. I am extremely grateful for the opportunities that Tantasqua has given me to display my devotion to service inside and outside of the school. These opportunities have made me realize the positive impact that we can have on our community. As Margaret Mead once said, never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it is the only thing that ever has. You are all strong-minded young individuals that are capable of making these changes to a society. Our organization thrives on students like you who frequently demonstrate acts of service. Congratulations to all the new inductees, and continue to act upon your good nature to make our community a better place. Now I'd like to introduce Emily Elthorpe, our historian, who will now be talking about integrity.
Hi everyone, my name is Emily Elthorpe, and I'd like to start off by saying congratulations again to the new inductees. You're all here because you excel in academics, show leadership in your community, and give of yourself to others in community service. While all of these things are important, it's the integrity we gain along the way that sticks with us. When I first started thinking about what integrity means to me, I thought, well, it's the same as honesty, but it is so much more than that. It is what you think, say, and do all in one. It's your honesty, but it's also being true to yourself and having pride in your work. I like to think of it like the integrity of a building. It takes time to build into something incredible, yet it can be destroyed in an instant. Throughout our lives, we lay the foundation of our integrity. We build it up piece by piece by keeping our word and acting on it. As our integrity grows, we gain respect from our parents, friends, teachers, and other community members. While it may be tempting in the moment to take the easy way out on that assignment or lie about your community service, that satisfaction is only temporary. Stop pretending to be someone you're not and start being honest with yourself. Stop telling people things you're going to do and start doing them. Stop doing things to impress others and start doing things to better yourself. If you don't remember anything that I said tonight, I'd like to give you one last takeaway. Although the author of this quote is unknown, they left us with an important life lesson. No matter how educated, talented, rich, or cool you think you are, how you treat people ultimately tells all. Integrity is everything. I would now like to introduce our Vice President, Lauren LaFond, who will be talking about scholarship.
Good evening. My name is Lauren LaFond, and today I'll be speaking to you about scholarship. For a long time, I associated scholarship with intelligence, and while intelligence most certainly does relate to scholarship, it's not the only thing that defines it. As NHS inductees, you've all proven that you're smart simply by being here tonight. I know you're smart, you know you're smart, your parents know you're smart. Sometimes we're even a little too smart for our own good. I know I've been guilty of that a few times. The point I'm trying to make is that you're smart, but that shouldn't be the only thing that defines you. You see, scholarship isn't just about being smart. It's what you do with all that knowledge that really makes a difference. Be curious, be genuine, be passionate about what you're learning. Ask questions and don't be afraid to make mistakes. Go out and be adventurous. My challenge to you is to apply all of that to what you do with this NHS chapter in the coming years. Maybe that means volunteering with someone you've never met before. Maybe it's going out and doing something you've never done. You need 30 community service hours? Get 40, 50, 100. Go above and beyond because you can, because you want to, not because you have to. That is what scholarship is truly about. It's about challenging yourself and doing the best you can. Congratulations again to the inductees, and thank you for your time. Up next, we have Treasurer Cameron Galonic speaking about commitment.
Hello everyone, my name is Cameron Galonic, and I'm here tonight to speak on the topic of commitment. Although it is not an official pillar of the National Honor Society, it plays a key role in one's acceptance into the organization. It is easy to see how a person's ability to commit is essential in the defined NHS pillars of leadership, scholarship, service, and character. Whether you commit yourself to achieving good grades, or take a leadership position, or give freely of your time to benefit the community as a whole, your actions will always be noticed. Commitment is a personality trait that grows over time. Many learn the importance of how their responsibilities affect those around them by taking on new challenges, such as entering high school or starting a new job. Those who are aware of the importance of committing themselves to everything that they do set themselves apart from the crowd and set themselves up for better opportunities in the future. It is no coincidence that colleges, coaches, and employers look for this characteristic in those that they encounter. Showing your commitment as a student, athlete, or worker establishes the role that you are willing to play. Demonstrating your commitment on a consistent basis establishes your character and gives those around you the confidence to know that you will always come through. Next, our treasurer Joe Matt speaking on leadership.
Hello everyone. Congratulations once again to the new inductees and the newly elected executive board. My name is Joe Matt and I serve as secretary for this year's National Honor Society chapter. There are some very important characteristics that NHS stands for, such as scholarship, service, and more, and you are here because you exemplify all of those traits. That being said, I believe one attribute tends to rise above the others, and that's leadership. The ability to lead is so important because not only are you doing great things in the classroom and in your community, but you are inspiring others to do so as well. You are all here because you have exhibited some sort of leadership in your time at the high school, and I commend you on that. I hope you recognize your integral role in the future of your class and continue to lead your peers in the right direction throughout your tenure at the high school. If I could leave you with one piece of advice, it would be to find something you truly love doing, whether that be tennis, robotics club, or your job, and do your absolute best to lead it in the right direction, as you have done so far in the classroom and in your community. Congratulations once again on being inducted into the National Honor Society, and I know all of you will do your absolute best to improve yourself, classmates, coworkers, and beyond. Thank you. I now ask the new inductees to please stand as I read off their names. Gabriella Berube, Lydia Boland, Kyle Boone, Emma Bullock, Kirsten Burnham, Carly Cave, Serena Chasen, Armando Chung, Spencer Cook, Henry Davidson, Jackson Dietz, Michael DeStefano, Nathan Eliason, Addison Ellithorpe, AMZ Arrow, Rachel Flamand, Elizabeth Flandro, Megan Frisella, Jillian Gabery, Olivia George, Liam Gore, Morgan Hammond, Danielle Ivey, Alexandra Jędrzejczyk, Andrew Jensen, Jillian Johnson, Catherine Jones, Ryan Kievra, Roman Krokmalniski, Jack LaFond, Jessica LaFrance, McKenna Lamoth, Ashley LaPalme, Jordan Lapierre, Darren LaPrade, Amber Littell, Catherine LeBrun, Catherine McClinchy, Liam Metz, Julio Mercado, Cody Marecki, Catherine Morrill, Kylie O'Connor, Rose Pecci, Cassidy Pilot, Daniel Reeve, Brian Reel, Tyler Rodriguez, Caitlin Shonak, Zachary Soderberg, Ariana Taft, Annika Terry, Shannon Torreser, Kai Van Blaken, Cole Warren, and Gianna Wyatt. And will the inductees kindly step forward? I now ask the new inductees to partake in the light of the honor ceremony.
As I give this light to you, so may you give this light to others.
As I give this light to you, so may you give this light to others. As I give this light to you, so may you give this light to others. As I give this light to you, so may you give this light to others. As I give this light to you, so may you give this light to others. As I give this light to you, so may you give this light to others. As I give this light to you, so may you give this light to others.
As I give this light to you, so may you give this light to others. As I give this light to you, so may you give this light to others. As I give this light to you, so may you give this light to others. As I give this light to you, so may you give this light to others.
As I give this light to you, so may you give this light to others. As I give this light to you, so may you give this light to others. As I give this light to you, so may you give this light to others. As I give this light to you, so may you give this light to others. As I give this light to you, so may you give this light to
As I give this light to you, so may you give this light to others.
As I give this light to you, so may you give this light to others.
As I give this light to you, so may you give this light to others.
As I give this light to you, so may you give this light to others.
As I give this light to you, so may you give this light to others.
As I give this light to you, so may you give this light to others. As I give this light to you, so may you give this light to others. As I give this light to you, so may you give this light to others.
As I give this light to you, so may you give this light to others.
As I give this light to you, so may you give this light to others.
As I give this light to you, so may you give this light to others. As I give this light to you, so may you give this light to others. As I give this light to you, so may you give this light to others.
As I give this light to you, so may you give this light to others. As I give this light to you, so may you give this light to others.
Will the current members and new inductees please repeat the National Honor Society pledge after me? I pledge myself to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society, to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands. I will be loyal to my school and will maintain and encourage high standards of scholarship, leadership, service, and character. Congratulations to the 2018 inductees of the Tantasqua chapter of the National Honor Society. Please put out your candle and return to your seat. Thank you. I would now like to ask Mr. Jefferson to come to the podium for the introduction of the new executive board members.
Will the following juniors please stand? Thomas Goodwin, Connor Rich, Christopher Famulari, Logan McCarthy, Isabella Unchuck, and Nicola Shulo. Thomas Goodwin, will you please step forward? Thomas Goodwin, do you promise to uphold the responsibilities of the position of President of National Honor Society? Connor Rich, will you please step forward? Connor Rich, do you promise to uphold the responsibilities of the position of Vice President of National Honor Society? Christopher Famulari, will you please step forward? Christopher Famulari, do you promise to uphold the responsibilities of the position of Secretary of National Honor Society? Logan McCarthy, will you please step forward? Logan McCarthy, do you promise to uphold the responsibilities of the position of Treasurer of National Honor Society? Isabel Unchuck, will you please step forward? Isabel Unchuck, do you promise to uphold the responsibilities of the position of Parliamentarian of National Honor Society? Nicola Shulo, will you please step forward? Nicola Shulo, do you promise to uphold the responsibilities of the position of Historian of National Honor Society? Would you please welcome the new Executive Board for 2000? I would now like to introduce next year's president, Mr. Thomas Goodwin.
Good evening, everybody. It's an honor to speak here tonight. Just to let you all know, I am the last speaker, so you can all escape to the lobby for the reception after this. To start, I'd like to thank the previous board for all the incredible work they have done over the year. We looked up to you as you led us through the year, and you showed us all how to be leaders. I know I speak for all the new officers when I say we aspire to be the role models you were for us. Filling your shoes is going to be difficult, but we will continue the hard work and dedication that you brought to the table. Thank you. With that, I'd like to congratulate my fellow officers on their new positions. I'm fortunate to be working with such a great group of people, and I'm very excited about the upcoming year. Okay, on to the reason we're all here. Congratulations to all our newly inducted members. Your acceptance is no small feat. You have proven yourselves by rising to the top of your class, not only in academics, leadership, and community service, but I like to think in having positive attitudes. Albert Einstein once said that weakness of attitude becomes weakness of character. I believe that the work we have all done to become NHS members has strengthened each of our characters. Yes, Mom and Dad, I did just say that, but I won't repeat it. I look forward to working with all of you. Together, I believe that we can improve our community as a whole and honor what it means to be members of National Honor Society. Finally, I would like to thank Mr. Jefferson for the work he has done for National Honor Society. As you have already heard, he is retiring this year, so this will be his last year supervising NHS. He has devoted endless hours ensuring the success of this organization. I know the many classes you have advised would agree with me when I say you have positively impacted all of our lives. So thank you. In closing, I just want to thank you all for attending tonight. Your support is greatly appreciated by all of us. So please join us in the lobby for some refreshments, and if we could make sure all the new members sign the membership book as well. Have a great night.